Hey parents, today I'm going to teach you how to teach your child a way to think about the sight word does in a way that makes sense to their brain. We're going to work on the pesky sight word does. We're going to teach you a 5-step process to be able to help your kid spell this word correctly. Because odds are your child probably spells does like this, or like this, or like this. So what's happening is they're not connecting the sound to the spelling to the meaning. So you have to help them make that connection. Okay? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to teach them that does is a base plus word. This means that there's a base of the word that could stand on its own plus another word part that holds meaning and changes the meaning of the base. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to do this orally. You're not doing it in writing yet. You're going to have them finish your sentence after you're given an example. You're going to say, I do the work. You do the work. She blank the work. How would you finish my sentence? Okay. And give them enough examples of I do, you do, she, he does, and leave a blank for the does until they can fill it in. Okay. Because what you're wanting to help them do is make the connection between the action word do and the action word does. Because do is the base word in does. You just don't hear it, but you do see it in the base word. So once they understand that do is the base word, okay, and you can give some examples even in writing if they don't get it orally. You can say, I do the work, you do the work, she blank the work. Okay? And once they come up with does, now we say yes. So I do it, you do it, but she or he does it. The next step is to teach them what that word part is. Here's how you do that. I hit the ball. You hit the ball. She blank the ball. How would you finish that sentence? Oh, I know. She hits the ball. Right. So hits is a base word, hit, plus an S. Okay? It means that she is doing this reoccurring action in the present time. And then you give them another set of sentence. I wish on a star. You wish on a star. He blank on a star. What word goes in there? Oh, wishes. Right. Okay. Wish plus ES. So when we're showing an ongoing action in the present tense, our word part options are S and ES. That's it. So now we go back to does. You give them another set of sentences. I do my homework. You do your homework. She what? Does her homework. Right. The word we're looking for is does. Okay, then you can ask, now, how are we going to spell does? What are you going to think about? And you want them to think about it out loud so you know that their brain is thinking about this in the correct way. Okay? And there, hopefully, what you're going to get is it's a base word. And if they don't know that, you can ask them, is does a base or base plus word? Oh, I remember. It's a base plus word. Right. What's the base word? Hopefully we come up with a base word do. Now, if they remember the word part, great. If they don't, you remind them of the sentence. I hit the ball. You hit the ball. She hits the ball. What ending did we add in hits the ball? S. Right. Give them your next set of sentence. I wish on a star. You wish on a star. She wishes on a star. You can ask them, what word part did we add for wishes? It's much easier to hear the vowel and the consonant in wishes. You don't hear it in does. Okay? So now what they've got is a base word plus the two spelling options for the word part ending that means an ongoing action in the present tense. Okay, so hopefully this is enough to cue them that we need do plus the es to get does. And then you practice this in functional application. You can make up sentences with first, second, and then have them complete the third person so that they get practice with the word part ending being S or ES so that they know their options. But you always have to be connecting sound, spelling, and meaning. So let's go over how you might cue them if they have errors when writing. So if later on they're working on the word does and you get this, you're going to say, ooh, let's go back to your base word. Okay, what's the base word in does? And you can give them the sentence sequence if that would be helpful. So once they get to the base word do, okay, now what's your word part that you want to add? They've got two options. Okay, we want to get them to the base word do plus the word part ending es. Same thing if they're spelling and you get this, say, good job, you used your base word do. I see it in there. But is SE a word part ending that has the meaning that we need it to have in this sentence? If I say, I do something, you do something, he does something, what are the endings that we can use as a word part? So this is a way that you can practice the high frequency word does by combining sounds and spelling and meaning. And for the word does, it's really, really important that we talk about the sounds and the meaning, it being a base word plus that word part es, to get to the correct spelling. That's a way that makes it make sense in their brain. It's taking advantage of patterns that are already present in our language. All right, so have fun teaching your child the word does. Go out there, practice it with them. Let me know if you have any questions. And then in the comments, I want you to put the sight word that you want me to help you teach your child next.